We have a camping trip in 2 days. We are going to the beach for 5 nights, 6 days. We're super excited. So we are doing meal prep today. I, of course, have made my menu for the entire time we are going. Barrett, get off the counter.
I want to be in the camera too.
Anyway, so I have the menu done. We are doing some meal prep. So anyway, I have my meal plan for the week that we're going. We are feeding a few people, so it's going to be Keith, me, and the kids, Abigail, my mom, her husband, and 3 girls. I think that's all that's coming. So we have a decent group of people, so I tried to meal plan for all of those. Also, my kids eat nothing. So they're basically having peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, even though it doesn't look like it. A couple things I do have to get ready is one of the things that we had on the menu was pulled pork. My plan was to go to Costco and get the Kirkland Signature pulled pork in those little vacuum sealed bags because they're our favorite and they're so easy to do. Normally that's what we do. So when I went to Costco though, they didn't have any. They were completely out, and I'm sitting in Costco like, what else can we make for this meal plan? This is what I had already planned for. So Keith and I decided to make our own pulled pork. So we bought a pork butt, right? Pork shoulder, pork butt, and we put it on the Traeger. We did get that done yesterday, so I'll add how we did it. I did record that process. So we made our own pulled pork and then put it in a vacuum sealed bag, and it's in my freezer so it can last a little bit longer for our camping trip. That was one of the things we're doing. One of the other things that we're doing is we're having campfire nachos. I'm gonna make some chicken and season it with some Mexican flavors, the Mexican seasoning that we got from Costco. So I'm gonna do some chicken to put over our nachos and to maybe do a quesadilla or 2 for lunch. So I'm gonna get that done today. I also have to grate a bunch of cheese because it was literally less than half the price than buying the already grated cheese. So I bought a block of cheese and I'm gonna grate all of my own cheese. So that's one of the things I have to get done. I also have to take like the boys' hot dogs out of the freezer, fill out my egg carton. I think one of the days too we are doing breakfast burritos, so I'm going to pre-scramble all of my eggs and put them in one of these containers. These I got with my my blender. They're like smoothie containers. We don't do a lot of to-go smoothies in these cups. We use a lot more of my tumblers and stuff. So these I've kept for camping. So I'm going to do that, and I think I might also pre-mix some pancake mix and put it in one of these as well for one of the days that we're gonna do pancakes. Also decided we're baking cookies, so I'm gonna throw baking cookies in there so that we can have some fresh cookies. I'm gonna pre-bake them all and put them in a container or a Ziploc bag before we go. I don't want to have to make them there. I'm just trying to limit a lot of the stuff that I do while camping, so I'm gonna take you guys along with me while I meal prep for camping. And then towards the end of this video, I'm gonna also pack all of the dry goods and stuff for camping. So I'm gonna take you guys along with that, so you can watch me do my little checklist and things because we leave in 2 days. Tomorrow's the 4th of July, and I don't want to do a whole bunch of packing then, nor do I want to do a bunch of packing the morning that we leave. So I'm gonna try to get most of it done today, and I thought I'd take you with me. So that's what we're doing. So this is our big slab of pork shoulder. What we're doing here is we're seasoning it. We're using a Kinder seasoning, which is the Kinder seafood seasoning because it goes really well with barbecue flavors. The seafood one? Keith put the meat on the Traeger about 5 o'clock in the morning before he went to work, and we cooked it all day till like 6 p.m. Every couple hours I would come out and squirt it with some apple juice, so that's what I'm doing right here. We cooked it to about 202 degrees. We temped it before we took it out. We let it cool for about 15 minutes, and then we took off the tin foil, which is what we're doing right here, or what Keith is doing right here. I also want to say that it smelled so amazing, and if you've never done this but you have a Traeger, I would 100% tell you to try it because it's so good. So we let it rest for a little bit longer so it wasn't steaming when we did this. We actually dumped all of the juices out and put them in one of the fat separator things. And then Keith shredded all of the meat by hand. When he was done shredding all of the meat, he dumped a little bit of the juices back into it to make it taste better. And so when we recook it later, it will have more juices so it doesn't turn out dry. This is what it looks like finished, and then also what it looks like after we put it in a freezer bag and sucked the air out and froze it for camping. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is I think we're gonna get our cookie mix together. Sound good?
Yeah.
And get our cookie mix since they have to bake. So let's get that started.
Hey, we've all been there.
Yeah. You know what I need you to do for me first? Is I need you to go get the hot dogs out of the freezer in the garage and bring them here so we can start defrosting them. Okay? Thank you. All right, Jack, let's get what we need.
Yeah.
We're gonna need salt, coconut oil. Coconut oil, it's an extract. Put it up there, it's just like vanilla. Ooh, don't drink it. That's pretty strong stuff, buddy. And then we're gonna need eggs. We're gonna use these ones. No, we don't need mustard for cookies. That would be so gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I need my recipe. Oh yeah. My spiral. It's my spiral notebook. It's where Mommy writes down her recipes. We're gonna do chocolate chip cookies. Sounds good? Okay, do we have everything? Flour, baking soda, salt, butter, butter, sugar, brown sugar, eggs, vanilla, coconut, and chocolate chips. We are good to go. You start mixing, Jacka. Okay, we're gonna put some butter in the mixer.
Yeah.
And we need 2 sticks of butter, I think. Let's see. 1 cup of butter. So 2 sticks of butter. Let's go. Baby. We're going to put this in here. 1.
I want to do that.
Well, you don't have your shirt.
I want to do that. Oh.
And 2.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave and swallow me whole. Wondering why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was sold. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there. Wait for it to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for the clear. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. Listen, I can see the light of day, but I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave and swallow me whole. Wondering how the world keeps on spinning, kinda scared of living when it unfolds. Hard to see the light when everything is dying, waiting for
Chocolate chips now. And you're supposed to add 2 cups, but we're going to measure with our heart. Right, Jack? Let's measure with our heart.
Yeah. Be serious.
I mean, we could just dump it in. Did you just eat those? Ah! All right, cookie dough is done. We're gonna baking these and move it on to something else.
Listen, I can see the light, but I can also see the bones decay.
So I'm just sauteing the chicken breasts in the Instapot, and then after I'm done sauteing them, I will probably add a teeny bit of water and then finish cooking them in the Instapot so they can be done before I shred them. So. Okay, while the chicken's sauteing, I have cookies in the oven, and I'm gonna get some eggs and whip them up to scrambled eggs and put them in a thing while I'm waiting on all that.
I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away.
One of these, which is like a shake mixer, and it's got this inside of it, so I thought maybe I'd use this one because it's got a decent top. That way I can shake the eggs right before I make them. So I'm gonna try that. See how it works.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. The dark gets lonely. Now I see violet. I can feel.
All right, scrambled eggs are ready. I have these chicken breasts pretty like brown on the saute option. So I am going to just pour in some chicken broth to cook those in. Okay, and then we're gonna turn it
off.
I'm gonna turn it on, go on, and we're gonna do manual high temp for, I don't know, what, like 15 minutes and check on it?
I'll have to go to my other PC.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'll get to that.
Babe, don't, what did you just touch? We need more than 2 minutes. So we'll let that cook in there.
Silence. In the dark's all that I see when your stars.
So I'm taking scrambled eggs this time, like already done, but we do some like fried eggs and things with hash browns. So I bought this container at the dollar store. Wish the lid clipped on, but it doesn't. So I actually put my eggs in here because it stands up a little bit better in the traveling. So I'm gonna fill this up too.
Burnt out, and your heart makes no sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
So next I'm going to whip up some pancake mix and put it in these containers. So that they're already mixed, and I just have to pour them out once we get to the campsite and I don't have to whisk everything together. So I'm going to do that to kind of help me out too. definitely not enough pancake mix, so I had to get the Costco box out. These are our favorite pancakes. They have extra protein, whole grains, and they're nice and thick when you make them. So this has been one we've been buying. And I don't ever follow the recipe on the box because these are a just add water one, I believe. Yeah, they're just to add water one, which is what I've been doing. And I kind of just measure with my heart on that one too. My grandma used to make pancakes all the time, or hot cakes as she called them. And she taught me how to make them, and I've never followed direction. I just kind of always done it to give me the right consistency that I like. And that's kind of what I'm going for. And so I add water. And if I have them too thin, I add some more mix. If I have them too thick, like this, I add a little bit more water. I just keep going until they turn out right. I'll go check on my cookies. These ones are done. Beautiful. Last batch in the oven. See a bit more water. If I make them too thick, they won't pour out very nice. I don't have any bowls big enough in the camper to do this. I have made pancakes while camping without pre-mixing them. It's definitely something totally possible. I've done it both ways. When I'm gonna make pancakes for a lot, sometimes it's just easier to have the mix pre-done. I think this is probably good. That way I can just take it out of the fridge or a cooler, wherever I end up keeping it, and just pour it right onto my griddle. Makes it better that way. So these are ready. Hoping that these containers will be enough. Usually use these ones for eggs, and I used to have a different container that I would use for pancake mix. I don't know what happened to it. So we're gonna try this. And see how it goes. Some people who will like pre-make pancakes at home, like on their griddle or whatever at home, and then pack them in like Ziploc bags and take it with them so that they don't have to actually cook it there, and they just like warm it up on their griddle or something. I've never done that, but I've always been one for fresh pancakes versus like pre-warm pancakes. Even my kids, like I sometimes will like make pancakes and throw them in the freezer, and they don't really complain. But personally, if I'm gonna eat them, which these ones I am gonna eat, I like the fresh pancakes. I feel like they have a little bit of a different texture. They're softer, and they don't really have a hard crust. So that's why I do it this way instead of the other way. Maybe next time I'll try the other way. Same thing, we're gonna do breakfast burritos, and I had talked about pre-making the burritos and like wrapping them in tin foil and then putting them on the fire, because I know there's people that do that. We've never done that before, but Keith was like, no, I only want them fresh. It's gross. Eggs that are frozen are gross. So we are gonna do fresh burritos, which they're really not hard to make. It's basically scrambling eggs and putting your stuff in it and putting on a tortilla. So if I have the eggs already scrambled, it will be fine. Checking on the chicken now. Oh, pancakes are done. I'm gonna put these in the freezer or in the fridge, and then they'll be good to go. Check on that chicken. My digital thermometer broke, unfortunately, so all I have is this one. Hopefully this does well. I think they're done. Pretty sure. We're good. So I'm going to take these off, let them cool an itsy bit, and then we'll shred them up. I actually think that I'm going to save the juices for dinner tonight. Not that I'm going to put that in this video but I'm gonna make like a chicken gravy for mashed potatoes or something with some of the extra shredded chicken if I have extra. So I'm gonna leave that there for now. Figure out that. So let's take these out. Usually these packs from Costco have like 3 big breasts. So I'm a little bummed with the size that came out of that pack, but what are you gonna do? Let's get the cookies off the tray. These smell so good. They are my favorite cookies. Adding the coconut extract in them with the milk and white chocolate chip. So that's what I use, milk and white chocolate. Literally my favorite cookies in the whole world. So I've showed this on my channel before. How I like to shred chicken is I get my handy dandy little hand mixer out. I just shred the chicken with the hand mixer. It just saves so much time and it's so much easier. So this is the way I've always done it. And that's how we're gonna do it today. So I'm just gonna plug this in, get this chicken shredded. Shredded chicken. I spoon out what we're gonna use for camping into this pan, and then I'm gonna season the pan and cook it in there, and then I'll bag it in a Ziploc bag so it's ready to go for when we need it, and then the rest I'll use for dinner.
Under gray clouds, I can't figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow all day. Watch the time. I can't find the point where our two paths align, but you're the night sky. I'm trying to see your stars, but I've always feared the dark. Now I see violet.
Okay, so chicken is done, cookies are done. At this point, I'm going to put things in the packages. I know a lot of people will use Ziploc bags. I try not to use as many Ziploc bags just because I try to use reusable stuff. I think when I grate the cheese, I'll end up putting that in a Ziploc bag, but I'm putting the cookies and my chicken that I finished inside a tote just because I feel like nothing gets squashed that way, especially the cookies. And I like to have reusable stuff because I don't like to just throw everything away. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I guess now I have to grate some cheese. So I hate grating cheese, but buying a block of cheese was half the price of buying already grated cheese, and it's better for you. So that's what I'm gonna get to do now.
You always feel so far when your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
So what I'm doing here is getting out all of the dry food that I have on my list so I can pack it up.
You'll always be my night sky.
guys, so that's all the food prep we have for today, along with packing all of the dry goods. We're so excited, aren't we, Jack? Yeah, we leave for our beach camping trip the day after tomorrow. We're gonna have a lot more videos coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys want to see anything specific, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Push the like button, super helpful. Subscribe, and if you push the notification button down in the corner, you'll know when we have more videos coming out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.